Perfect. Well, we'll give it a couple minutes for people to join in, and then we're going to start from a lying down position today. So whenever you're comfortable, you can make your way there. Awesome. So there's a link to the Spotify playlist in the chat if you're using that. And then we're going to start from a lying down position today. So whenever you're comfortable, you can make your way there. And if you have any, do you need something? Yeah. There's video on, but you can come in here. Oh. You're fine. You're good. Okay. Awesome. Alrighty, y'all. And then when you're comfortable, go ahead and make your way to a lying down position. Make sure you have enough room on your mat. A good space for yourself here this morning. Awesome. And we'll give it just another minute here for people to join in. As you start to settle into your mat, start to take some deep breaths. In through the nose, filling up the lungs all the way. And then exhaling the air all the way out. And as you start to settle into this position, maybe your feet splay out to the sides. Maybe the shoulder blades scooch underneath you a little bit. Maybe the palms come down to the sides, either face up or face down. And you start to take some deep breaths here. And before you get too comfortable, go ahead and hit start from that first song. And once you've found a place that is comfortable for you, closing down the eyes. Allowing yourself to feel the space around you and the support of the ground underneath. Tuning into all the places that your body touches the ground. Working your way from the feet, maybe the ankles touch, maybe back of calves, maybe hamstrings or glutes. Maybe the lower back rests on the floor, maybe it doesn't. And shoulder blades, arms, fingers. Bringing awareness to any part of the body that touches the ground. And feeling how the floor supports you. And then can you let go of a little bit more tension? Allowing yourself to sink a little deeper into the floor. We spend a lot of time worrying about expectations for ourselves, for others. Maybe for the next 45 minutes, we can try to let those go a little bit. And focus here on our breath, on our movement. Maybe during class today, During each pose, we close our eyes for just a breath longer. And instead of focusing on how the pose looks or how it's supposed to look, we focus on how it feels, on what parts of the body are activated, on where we can let go just a little bit more. Maybe our strength today comes from inside. Maybe during class today, you say, I am blank. Filling in the blank with whatever word suits you in this moment. I am strong. I am fearless. I am loved. Whatever works for you on your mat today. Maybe today it's just I am. And that's okay too. Continuing to take deep breaths in through the nose. Pausing at the top. Then exhaling back through the nose. Let the entire breath go. Feeling the rise and the fall of the chest. And the next time you exhale, bringing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big full body squeeze. Maybe rocking a little bit side to side. And then placing soles of the feet down on the mat and letting the knees splay open. Resting one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, Supta Baddha Konasana. And feeling the breath expand the belly. Letting knees drop open towards the ground if that's comfortable for you. Staying here for 3 more breaths. Keeping the eyes closed, feeling the way that the breath expands and contracts the body. And then using hands to pull knees back into the chest, squeezing everything in. And then blinking the eyes open. And inhaling to bring left foot to the ground, sole of the foot reaches. And then right heel starts to reach towards the sky, straightening right leg. Reaching around for backside of the hamstring. And then inhaling to use the hands to pull the leg in a little closer. Feeling the stretch up the back of the right leg. And then as you exhale, push the leg into the hands. Engaging quads, flexing foot. Inhale, pull the leg closer. Exhale, push. If this is okay, maybe straightening left leg on the mat. Inhaling to pull. Exhaling to push. On your next exhale, bend right knee. Drop sole of the foot to the ground, switching out the legs. Squeezing left knee into the chest and then reaching left heel towards the ceiling. Flexing left foot. Interlacing fingers the opposite way behind left quad. And then inhaling to pull the leg in. Exhaling to push. Straightening right leg on the mat if that's okay for lower back. And then next exhale, bending both knees, bringing soles of the feet to the mat. And letting knees drop in towards each other. Feeling the low back connect with the mat. And then restacking knees over soles of the feet, rolling to your favorite side. And then reaching bottom arm out in a T. And the top hand clasps the bottom hand, palms touch. And as you inhale, start to circle arm up and around. Opening up the chest, opening up the heart. Exhale, sweeping the arm back around, close the circle. Inhale to sweep the arm. Exhale, palms touch. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, palms touch. One more time. And exhale the breath completely. And then rolling back onto your back, switching to the other side, reaching other arm out long on the floor. Connecting palms together. And then inhaling to sweep arm up and around. Exhale, palms touch. One more time, inhaling to sweep arm up and around. Then exhaling to close the loop. Rolling back onto back. And then curling knees into the chest, starting to take some rocks and rolls up and down. And then rolling yourself up to sitting, maybe rolling over shins. Or however else, making your way to a tabletop position on your mat. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and then firmly rooting tops of feet down into the mat. And taking a couple breaths here to find your foundation. Crown of the head reaches forward. Broadening the collarbones just a little. And finding this place of neutral curvature of the spine. And then rooting down through thumb and first finger sides of the hands. And slight engagement of the core here. As you inhale, sweep right arm forward, palm faces in. Exhale, start to pick up left knee, straighten left leg. And then reach out through heel, out through fingertips. Exhale, crunch it in, elbow to knee. Inhale to sweep the arm. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, crunch. And then releasing hand, knee down to the mat. Inhaling to scoop chest forward. Exhale, curl. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Initiating this movement from the base of the tailbone, letting it ripple up and down the spine. Starting to connect your breath to your movement. Next inhale, find a neutral spine. Exhale, place left foot between the hands. Maybe scooching the feet forward. And then inhale, sweep arms up and overhead. Relaxing shoulder blades. Exhale, hands come to the mat, straighten left foot. Bring left toes towards the face. Inhale, plant left foot, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold, straightening left leg. Inhale, shift forward, plant the foot, sweep the arm. And then exhale, bringing hands to heart center. As you inhale here, shifting forward slightly, creating a line of energy out the crown of the head. And then twisting to the left as much as you can before hooking right elbow on left knee. Using the connection of the palms to peel chest up and open towards the sun. And taking a couple deep breaths here. And breathing into this twist, slightly wringing out the spine. And then inhale, sweeping arms back towards the sky. Exhale, drop hands to hips. And then either staying here, broadening the collarbones, slight back bend. Or maybe bending right knee, reaching around for top of right foot. And taking this slight quad stretch here. If you don't have the foot, that's okay. Leave the foot down. And then exhale, bring hands to the mat, step the knee back. Find tabletop. Inhale, peel chest forward. Exhale, curl the spine. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhaling to a neutral spine, and on the exhale, stepping right foot in between the hands. Maybe scooching toes forward. And then inhaling to sweep arms towards the sky. Feeling a stretch through left hip flexors. Can you drop shoulders away from the ears just a little? Release tension around the eyes, the jaw. Exhale, lower hands to the mat, shift back, straighten right leg. Inhale, plant right foot, sweep the arm. Exhale, drop hands to the mat, straighten right leg. Inhale, shifting forward, sweeping the hands. Stay for the exhale. Maybe slight back bend here, reaching into the hip flexors. Exhaling, hands to heart center, shifting forward. And then inhaling to peel chest to the right. Exhale, release left elbow, right knee. And find the connection of the palms here. Can you use that connection to peel chest up and open? Broadening collarbones, opening heart. And then inhale, sweep arms back towards the sky. Exhaling, hands down to hips. Maybe you stay here. Broadening collarbones. Maybe you bend left knee, reaching for top of left foot. Finding the quad stretch on this side. If this is something you want to work towards at home, you can always take a t-shirt or a piece of fabric and loop it around the foot and hold the foot that way. Releasing foot if you have the bind, and then dropping hands to the mat, stepping knee back. Finding tabletop once again, re-rooting through thumb and first finger sides of the hands. Inhale, cat. Exhale. Inhaling to a neutral spine. This time, left fingertips reach forward, palm faces in. Rooting down through left knee, right palm. Exhaling, right foot extends. Reaching through fingers, out heel. Exhale, crunch it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to reach. Exhale, crunch. And then releasing hand and knee down to the mat. Moving knees wider and sitting hips back, extended child's pose. Maybe taking a minute to roll out forehead on the mat. Maybe closing eyes here. Focusing on the way that this pose feels in the body. Is there a place where you can send more breath? Are there places of tension where you can let go? And then keeping eyes closed, focusing on the movement and how it feels, shifting forward, planting palms. And then tucking toes and pushing hips up and back, moving into downward facing dog. And keeping knees as bent as you need to here. Reaching down through palms. And then creating a line of energy out the tailbone. Dragging heels down towards the ground. Even in this place of a little more exertion, can you find some muscles that don't need to be as tight? Releasing jaw, eyes. Maybe dropping head for a minute, shaking head yes, shaking head no. And then bending knees a lot. And starting to walk feet towards the hands. Blinking eyes open, inhale, reach crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold. Bend knees, inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhaling, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. And then releasing hands, palms face forward. And finding this broadening of the collarbones, the slight engagement of the core. Maybe pretending as if someone has a string attached to the crown of your head and is lifting you towards the ceiling. Finding some lightness. And then bending knees, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, spill forward, hands come to the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant palms, step the feet back. High plank. Staying here for a breath, reaching crown of the head forward. And then dropping to knees, keeping elbows tucked in towards the side. And lowering down to the mat slowly. Inhale, peel chest forward, low cobra. Zippering legs together, little to no weight in the hands. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, plant palms, tuck toes. Push hips up and back. Find downward dog. And then inhale, sweep right leg towards the sky, toes still face the ground. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Stepping right foot in between the hands. And then actively pulling right hip back, left hip forward, finding some strength here. Inhaling to sweep arms up towards the ceiling. Palms face each other here. And can you engage back quad, aiming left heel towards the ground. Exhale, hands come to heart center and then to hips. And then staying here, broadening collarbones, maybe gaze is slightly upward. Or reaching around and interlacing fingers, dragging the fingers down the tailbone, pulling chest up and open towards the sky. Focusing on the breath, deep inhales and exhales. Releasing the grasp, inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center once more. And dropping back knee if need be, or keeping back knee lifted and shifting forward. And then inhaling to twist to the right as much as you can before dropping left elbow, right knee. And finding this same twist here. Engaging back quad. Inhale, sweep arms towards the sky, the ceiling. Exhale, hands come to the mat, step right foot back. Inhale, sweeps left leg. Exhale, crunch it in. Left foot steps between the hands, back heel stays lifted. Inhale to sweep arms towards the ceiling, the sky. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, then to hips. And staying here, taking a slight back bend, gaze is up. Or interlacing fingers the other way and dragging fingertips down the tailbone. And finding the expansion of the chest. Inhale, release spine, sweep arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, shift forward. And then inhaling to twist chest to the left, dropping back knee if need be. And then hooking right elbow on left knee. Stay for the inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands come to the mat, step the foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands, bend the knees. Bottom of the exhale, step the feet outside the hands. And then staying here in a half wide leg forward fold, shifting weight more into the balls of the feet. Or starting to bend knees, moving towards Malasana, Yogi squat. Connecting palms at heart center, peeling chest forward. Keeping the glutes as high or as low as you need to. Wherever you are, planting palms, straightening legs, and toe heeling feet back into the center. Releasing head, neck, shoulders. Maybe shaking the head yes. Maybe shaking the head no. And then yes again. Bend knees, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Bend knees, inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands go wide, spill forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step the feet back. High plank. And dropping to knees or moving directly to downward facing dog. Or inhale, shifting forward of wrists. Exhale, keeping triceps in, lowering down. Inhale, untuck the toes, peel chest forward. Exhale, tuck toes, leading with the core. Pull hips up and back. Finding downward facing dog again. And taking a couple deep breaths here, keeping the knees as bent as you need to. Inhale the air completely. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. One more time, inhale completely. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep right heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend right knee, stack the hips, three-legged dog. Maybe circling out ankle. Inhale, restack the hips. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. And then stepping foot in between the hands. Pivot left heel to the mat, and as you inhale, cartwheel arms up and open. Finding warrior two. Tracking right knee over second and third toes, engaging through outer side of left heel. And then reaching arms away from you. Can you sink just a little deeper into that front knee? Engaging through quad, feeling that fire start to build. Inhale, flip right palm, sweep arm overhead, reverse the warrior. Exhale, come back, warrior two. Inhale, flip palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. And then cartwheeling hands to the ground, pivoting back onto left ball of the feet. And then inhale, sweeping arms up, finding high crescent, Anjaneyasana once again. Exhaling hands to heart center and then to hips. And either keeping hands on hips here or finding the same bind of the hands. And then starting to shift weight more into the right foot. Maybe scooching back foot in a little bit. And as you transfer all the weight into the right foot, the left heel starts to lift. And you find yourself in this T position, chest reaching forward. Either hands on hips or hands bound. And trying to keep the hips parallel to the ground here. Even in this place where you're breathing a little harder, can you follow the breath in and out? Releasing bind if you have it, and then as slowly as you came in, stepping the foot back, sweeping the hands, high crescent. Exhale, lower hands to the mat, step the foot back. Downward facing dog. Maybe taking a minute to walk out the feet. And then inhale, sweep left heel towards the sky. Exhale, bend left knee, stack the hips, circle the foot. Inhale, stack the hips. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Step left foot between the hands. Pivoting right heel to the mat. And once you've found your heel to heel or heel to arch alignment with the feet, inhale, cartwheel arms up and open. Finding warrior two, left side. Reaching through fingertips. And then scooping left glute under, but engaging back right leg. Gaze is over third finger of the left hand. Next inhale, flip palm, sweep arm overhead, reverse the warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip palm, sweep the arm. Exhale, warrior two. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, cartwheel hands to the mat, pivot onto right ball of the foot, runner's lunge. Inhale to sweep palms up, high crescent. And then finding the same hand position that you did on the other side, interlacing fingers the opposite way, or keeping hands on hips. And then starting to scooch back foot in, preparing to transfer all weight to left foot. And as you shift forward, you start to transfer all the weight, right foot starts to lift. Keeping hips parallel to the ground, reaching out through right heel, through crown of head. And continuing to breathe here. And then wherever you are, releasing the hands, gently stepping foot back, sweeping arms up. Exhale, hands come to the mat, step the foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look between the hands, bend the knees. Bottom of the exhale, step forward, feet meet the hands. And then releasing head, shaking out the neck. And taking the hands and interlacing fingers behind the neck here. Shifting more weight into the balls of the feet. And then maybe using the grip on the back of the neck to gently pull the neck down, creating some traction in the spine. Releasing hands and flipping palms face up and sliding hands underneath the feet. And the toes find the wrist creases and maybe shifting weight forward, massaging out the wrists. And keeping the knees as bent here as is comfortable for you. Undoing palms, inhale, shift chest forward. Exhale, fold. Bend knees, inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Bend knees, inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant palms, step the feet back. And then moving through your last vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Lowering all the way. Inhaling to a back bend. Exhale, tucking toes. Pushing hips up and back. And then inhale, shifting right heel towards the sky, the ceiling. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose, and then bringing right knee, right wrist, left heel, left wrist. Finding pigeon pose here. And keeping chest lifted here at first, maybe gazing over left shoulder, making sure the foot is in line behind you. And then as you exhale, maybe starting to lower down to your version of pigeon. Coming to forearms, coming down to hands, forehead. Wherever you are, releasing some tension in the shoulders. Are there any muscles that you can let go? And as you inhale, starting to plant palms under shoulders, bringing yourself back up, slight back bend here. And then exhale, planting palms, tucking left toes, sweeping leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep left heel. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Untucking back toes. Finding pigeon on the left side. And then exhaling to lower down. Forearms, hands, forehead. Wherever is comfortable and accessible to you today. Inhale to plant palms underneath the shoulders, reaching chest forward. Exhale, tuck right toes, sweep leg up and back, downward facing dog. Bend knees, inhale, look between the hands, bottom of the exhale, step forward. And finding a forward fold here, maybe reaching for back of ankles. Letting head hang heavy. Bend knees, inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, bend knees, sweep the hands. And this time sitting hips back, coming into chair pose. Engaging quads. Stay for the inhale. And then as you exhale, start to lower hips down to the mat. Maybe feet find the ground, arms reach forward. Maybe you play with lifting one or both feet. Finding half boat pose. Exhale, lower feet to the mat, shift hips forward. And one vertebrae at a time, lower down to the mat. And fingertips graze the back of the heels. And then shifting shoulder blades underneath you as you inhale, lift the pelvis. Maybe finding an interlace of the palms below the glutes. And for the next breath, can you lift the hips just a little higher? Releasing the palms. Exhaling to lower down to the mat. Staying for the inhale. And then exhale, squeezing both knees in towards the chest. Finding Apanasana. And then if there are any last poses or postures that you need to take, feel free to do so. Otherwise, start to make your way towards your final resting pose. Laying legs out long on the mat, letting feet splay open, scooching shoulder blades underneath you, letting hands fall out to the sides. Maybe if you need a little energy from the world today, you leave palms face up, allowing the energy from those around you to soak in through the palms and spread through the rest of the body. Maybe today, if you have a little energy left to give, you place palms face down, sending energy back into the world to be used by those who need it more than you do. And closing the eyes if you haven't done so already, letting go of the conscious control of the breath. We'll be here for just a few moments before I bring you out. Starting to bring a little life back into fingers, toes. And whenever you're ready, rolling to your favorite side, resting a head on a bicep. And then using the top hand to push you gently back up to an easy seated position. And crossing the legs, resting palms down on knees. And in light of this idea of letting go, Eckhart Tolle said, "Sometimes letting things go is an act of far greater power than defending or hanging on." Bringing hands to heart center, bowing head slightly. The light, the love, the teacher in me respects, admires, and cherishes the light, the love, and the teacher in all of you. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Happy Tuesday morning. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.